Hello everyone, welcome back to Drawn by Annie channel. This is me, Annie, and I will be drawing for you today. Grab your tea, coffee and snacks and let's dive into today's video. Today's video is a little special because we have hit a very first milestone, a 1-year anniversary with this channel. Yay! And what's the best way to celebrate this kind of a milestone? Of course, with making more art. And I'm this kind of a person who likes to give to people, even if it's like my birthday or in this case a channel's birthday. So I decided I would share some of my experience as a newbie YouTube artist or social media artist and chat with you about what I've learned along the way during this year. But firstly, quick brief on what I'm going to do today on the drawing. I'm going to color a prepared sketch that I've made with a HB pencil in my little mixed medium sketchbook, and I'm going to color it with acrylic paint pens and then give it some line art with my beloved black brush liner and some finishing touches with a golden acrylic paint marker, just for the fun of it. So yeah, let's start with pros of being an artist on social media. With the first one and the biggest one for me is to put yourself out there and finding your own community and maybe make a new acquaintances and friends along the way that share interests and possibly have similar hobbies and also are creatives alike. And it's always nice and fun to chat with people who are into the same thing that you are. And it's definitely very encouraging and motivating when they are leaving like likes and comments and they're liking your art, be it fan art or original characters or just doodles. It's nice to share the spark for creativity with other people. So yeah, definitely a big plus. I'm meeting new amazing people every day just through the comments and through commenting on other people's arts as well. So I'm very happy that I get to meet these people through the art. Another thing that this channel has actually provided for me is a disciplined practice. And this can be very motivating, especially for a newbie artist that are just starting out, because there is like a habit of drawing and that's what gets you through the hardest part of the beginning stage of being an artist. So recording yourself and putting your art process and learning process out there can actually also be very motivating, especially when people are encouraging you to keep on going. And also it's really nice to have something to look back at and see how much you've actually progressed, like your very own art adventure that you can always come back to and check in and be proud of yourself, because that's a long way to go. And also my brain works a little better under pressure of a deadline. So yeah, definitely brings more discipline into my art practice. And that brings us to a third point of improving your art skills. So if you're practicing a lot and you're doing some studies frequently and you also follow the tutorials that are hundreds of millions of tutorials out there and you're doing it very frequently and regularly and disciplined, your art skill will just inevitably grow. Like with each drawing you will just become more and more confident, and even if you're drawing one thing over and over again, every time it's going to be different and it's going to be better. And eventually people usually tend to get bored of same thing over and over again, so you will start researching and trying new things, which will bring even more art skill growth. And there is also another consequence of this. If you're making a channel or you're posting consistently in your social media, you will have to learn about editing skills and marketing and do the research on the social media algorithm and everything like this. So you're just gonna learn a few new professions along the way. Like for me personally, I'm doing the content part in terms of like making the art and voicing everything, like making these commentary, for example, and chatting with you and all of that, you know, the fun part. And my friend Yara, who is a co-creator of this channel and all of our social media, we're a team of two who are equally invested into this channel, and to make everything happen we have to really work together, otherwise it wouldn't just be existent, honestly. Like she is one of the closest and biggest fan of mine, along my husband and her husband. Like we are two couples that are very supportive of each other's stuff, and I just wanted to take a moment to appreciate her and everything that she's doing, because she's doing an amazing job in bringing everything to life and to you guys. So shout out to Yara. If you guys leave some nice comments down below to let her know that she's doing an amazing job, I'm sure that she will be so happy and her day is going to be amazing. So go leave some comments for Yara. And the last thing that I wanted to mention about the pros of being an artist in social media is you get to see your art from a new point of view, and there's also a lot of new possibilities opening in front of you because you're reaching so many people, and maybe with a pinch of luck you get to monetize your art and find a niche that will make you as a creative happy and also bring you some income so you could support yourself and sustain your own craft. But just don't get fooled by the perspective of earning money, because if you're coming to an art community just because you want to make some buck, you may get disappointed really quickly. So I wouldn't be making it my main focal point because I want to make art for the sake of making art and enjoying the actual process. If I get to earn something, that will be very good, but like that's not the main thing that is important to me. At least not right now. But however much I like the whole thing of being an artist on YouTube, it cannot always be all good and all rainbowy and shiny, you know, there are always some bad side of the thing, and I want to mention some of the points just for you to be a little bit prepared and know what to expect and not wear rose glasses. Oftentimes people who are either just starting out or have never done anything online are underestimating how much time it actually takes to make even one thing, like one post or one video. Like from the side it looks like all rainbows and ponies until you actually start doing it, and then you understand how hard it can be. Mostly on a technical part, but also a little bit on a mental part, because you have to always stay consistent and you always have to think about it, and you can never really stop doing it. And that's one of the main cons of being an artist as well. It is a harsh reality of modern social media algorithm, and I know many people are complaining about algorithms being bad and not helping them, you know, in promoting their work and stuff like this, but that's just how the game is, and you have to either accept the rules and play by the rules or find a way to outplay the system, which is very hard to do, by the way. So oftentimes, even if you're doing it on the side, it can eat a lot of your free time. So no matter what's happening in your life, you're traveling, you're sick, or there's like a birthday coming up, or you have to attend to some event, you have to be ready ahead. So unless you plan your time very carefully and productively, you will be doomed. That's why I think our teaming up with Yara was very smart decision, and that's what actually helped us to stay consistent, because we are dividing the work basically. And I am very blessed to have such a reliant partner, but not everybody has that kind of luxury. So unless you have a friend who is willing to help you out with your project like that, like a social media project, expect that you will have to work on it as a part-time job or like a second full-time job even. It really depends on type of content that you are willing to do, because the art itself takes up a lot of time, and also making it into a content online is literally second thing that requires as much time. So yeah, definitely one of the biggest underwater rocks that many people are sadly underestimating. Another thing that could be on your way to make like a successful channel is that you have to actually invest some money in the equipment to do the content online likable or watchable or listenable, you know. While some may say that, oh, you don't need all of that fancy equipment, just go on, post it like that and don't worry about it. Well, it can work in the beginning, and if your art is really good, you will start earning some income, and then you can invest in a new equipment to better showcase your artworks, you know. But for many people, it's very hard to start because they don't have access to a nice camera or a microphone or a tripod. And while this is not extremely necessary, it still makes your life as a content creator much easier if you have everything organized and working smoothly. It's just going to be less of a mental problem for you during your actual content creation. Like, sure, you can put a bunch of books and put your phone on top and try to record it that way, but it's not really comfortable to do it, and also it's very hard to edit a video on a small phone screen, even though it's possible, but you get the idea. And I've already mentioned earlier about the algorithms and stuff. This is also, in my opinion, one of the biggest cons of being on a social media as an artist, because art by itself requires a lot of dedication and a lot of practice and a lot of skill and, you know, time and money and everything, on top of everything that can happen in life, unpredictable. It can be very challenging to stay consistent and keep up with the algorithms. Although this con can be avoided with a good strategy for posting schedule and, you know, doing the market research and doing some mental preparation and gathering information and intel and everything like that. So in my world, most of the problems can be solved. We just need enough resources to do it. Which brings me to a next con, which is financial instability. Well, you probably know some successful artists that are very popular and their commission list is always full and you have to wait for it forever, but nobody can really rely on it in the beginning, so you cannot expect to be successful right away with your very first video to go viral and, you know, become a multi-billionaire in 1 second. We are trying to be realistic here, so unless you have a very stable income or you have a very supportive family that can handle the bills, you know, at hand while you're starting out and you are growing your channel until you can actually start making money with it to support yourself financially, during this starting growth period, it's very vulnerable position. So that's also one of the very important things to be considered. And last but not least is actually finding your niche, because there are many competitors out there in the market and people's attention span apparently is very small, and there is only so much accounts that one can follow, support, like, and maybe buy a commissioned art or make a long-term project requiring a regular art supply. If you're a small independent artist, you have to have some quirk that would make people want to like you. And even though I'm still looking for mine, I think that's a very important one, because you want to like it yourself and you want it to be a likable thing, so people will actually want to follow you, you know? Unless you don't care about the audience and you just want to post your art, which is also absolutely valid. There are many small accounts that are posting just for fun, and I think that's also a very nice and beautiful thing online, and I'm trying to follow and comment on many accounts as much as I can, but like, you know, I don't have an infinite amount of time. So that's kind of what I have to share with you that I've learned along this very fun and very full of experience online art journey. So if you're thinking to start your own channel or an online portfolio or a social media profile, I would say go for it and see what will work for you. Just have some patience and dedication. Also be ready to invest some money and time, and I think you will successfully achieve whichever goal you set for yourself. In the beginning, it's always nice to look at it as a tool to bring you even more experience in life and teach you something new every day. In the end, you are going to be a star on your channel or your profile. So the most important part is to have fun with it, right? And I thank you very much for your support on my channel and joining me on my art journey. I hope it's going to be even more interesting, and hopefully I can gather some more amazing people around me. So if you like my work, you're always welcome to this channel anytime, and I'm always happy to listen to your thoughts, tips, and experience. So go leave them down in the comments, and don't forget to say hi to Yara. I hope you have a wonderful day ahead, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.